You guys want to do something fun with me? Look where I'm at. Come on. This is where the borders of Washington and Canada meet. Welcome to North America's first and foremost international peace park. I know you guys know that things have been rough and it's been a month since I've posted, but I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. I want to keep everything light and have a really good time with you guys today. So I am going to show you what this looks like being on the border of Canada and a little bit about what I'm doing and have you enjoy the scenery with me. So let's just keep going and stay till the end because there's a really beautiful payoff coming soon. And of course, I picked a day where the sun was finally showing, which seems to be a rare occurrence and a rare sighting in Blaine, Washington, when the sun comes out. But they're all mowing the lawn, so I'm trying to avoid the lawnmowers. Now, you all know how much I really wanted to go to Canada. My big goal right now is to be able to go to Banff National Park and Yoho and Jasper, but I'm nervous about the car going that kind of mileage and funds, so that's going to wait. But right now, although I can't quite get in, I still need to renew the registration on my Toyota, and I also need to get Percy an updated vaccine. At least I can hang out for a little bit on the border and dream about when I'm going to be able to go over or manifest. I'm still not done with that, you know. You gotta check this out. Hello to Canada. That's right. This right here is the international boundary between Canada and the United States. Which means, although I'm not allowed to go over totally, I can at least just, I'm standing on Canadian soil. It's really cool. I am hoping as the summer progresses, I'll be able to get up enough funds to maybe drive in after I get the registration and Percy's rabies shot and go to Whistler and have a little bit of an adventure in the British Columbia area. That's not so bad. It's $85 or maybe a little less to get Percy's vaccine redone, and it's going to be about the same for the car registration. And I think the gas back and forth up to Whistler might be, I don't know, 150, maybe 200, not quite sure. But that is one of my short-term goals, which would super make me happy too. Okay, come on, let's go see some more. They have this place called the American Kitchen where you can rent the facility. You get all of these beautiful blossoms, so many roses, and they hold private functions here. It looks like the secret garden. Okay, if anyone knows what kinds of plants these are, I'd love to know. Whoa. Oh, this is really fun. Look at how lovely this is. I'm really grateful that you've all stuck with me through this time frame. I really appreciated all of your encouraging messages and emails and notes. Thank you so much. I've definitely needed them, and it's helped me get through this time frame. And yeah, I just really appreciate it very much. It's really phenomenally unbelievable when you know that you have a community pulling for you. Thank you for that. These flowers are just so beautiful in the sun. I'm going to turn the camera around. I realize that I'm not exactly going to the exact spot that I want to, but even so, this little adventure is definitely bringing me a lot of joy, helping me to breathe again. I'm waiting for some people to move before I go off and show you the next little section. The most mini update ever. Yes, I'm still living in the car. So far, she's still running okay, and that is a big blessing. I am so grateful for that. Washington has been fine. The weather has been good. A little cloudy at times, but for the most part, spring and coming into summer has always been nice. And I think those people have moved, so we're going to keep moving. Get ready for the big reveal. Yes, I'm so stoked to be here. This is Blaine, Washington. You can see the bay here. I believe it's called Birch Bay. And over there is no, you can't see it yet. You can't see it yet. It's covered by a tree. Haha, I was wrong. You have to wait till we get over there. You guys, I'm so happy to be here. It wasn't that far from where I am normally, and I have been car camping here in Blaine for the past few days and just enjoying the sights. It's a very small town. I really like that. And I feel very fortunate that no one bothered me and the police didn't bother me. Yeah, and I slept on the side of the curbside where there is a residential type of medical facility. So there were a lot of different cars, and it's kind of a pit stop to different areas to go back and forth with the trucks. This feels so very international. There are people here from all over. I know from Canada, but I really think that there's people here from all over the world. You have families and friends of different backgrounds and ethnic origins and speaking different languages. Oh, it's so awesome. So we're going to go over to the first section that you see. There are other people taking photographs, but this is really awesome. I'm just waiting for them to move. So there's this huge green space between our countries, and you have this very cool American flag made of flowers on one side and the Canadian flag on the other. So when Canadians or other visitors come from the border of Canada, this is what they see: our American flag along with customs. And the absolute tour de force is right here. This is my favorite part, besides being on the border itself, and actually being in a little portion of Canada. But I really love this. Here it is. Children of a common mother, It is the Peace Arch. And we're going to walk through it to get to Canada on the other side. Oh, I wish we could all remember this for each other. On the inside, it says, "May these gates never be closed." All right, we're walking through it. And guess what? We're in Canada! It's so amazing. Let's look at the back of the monument. Going to zoom in. Brethren dwelling together in unity. Well, as soon as I possibly can, I will be going through that. I have my passport ready. I've had my passport ready for a long time. Okay, we're going over to the next flag and taking a look at some of these cool things. There's a family over there right now, and there's probably at least 35 people in this extended family. It's beautiful. It's mothers, daughters, sons, grandparents, cousins, I would imagine. It's really awesome. They're all gathered in front. Thank you for coming along with me today doing this. This really brought me a lot of joy. I hope it's bringing you some fun and making you feel like you're here too. Peace Arch Park, the Canadian side. I love that there is the Totem Pole. The wind is blowing. Blaine was a really good place to be. I'm not going to be here for long, so that's why I can go ahead and post this, but I am moving on and headed to other areas of Washington. Bellingham is an area near Blaine, and it's very busy. It's a much bigger area, and there's also a place called Ferndale. It's not bad. I hate to rate places by when I find parks with electricity, but there was one, and that was nice. I always love when I don't have to lift that giant 40-pound generator to bring into somewhere, and I can just plug in with my power source. It makes things a lot easier. Here it is. You can hear everyone chattering behind me. Isn't it beautiful? I didn't exactly get to go yet all the way to where I want to go. But this was a very nice appetizer that definitely lifted me and lifted my spirits. I have got to go touch the sign. Peace Arch Park, BC Parks, British Columbia. It feels so good to be smiling again, and to feel energy again, and to feel more hope. I know it waxes and wanes, and it's going to. I've had some people ask me if I was bipolar. The answer is no. I've asked people if I was like OCD. No. It really has to do with the circumstances that I'm in, and the PTSD, very much specifically surrounding my son. But again, not getting into any of that. Wow. It's just so beautiful today. I'm so glad you guys got to spend it with me. Now I'm going to tell you a little funny story. So there's this little path. You can see the people here behind me. This little path leads up into Canada. And you can't see them, from here. But behind that bush are a couple of Border Patrol crossing agents. Anyway, the family had walked up here thinking that they were getting back to the regular park, and they were stopped by the border agent. I don't know if from Canada. It would have been from Canada. But he was funny. He's like, don't worry, I'm not going to arrest you. He's like, you can go ahead back. Oh, that's too funny. See? So here's the monument. You got the U.S. on the side and Canada on the other. That was really funny. I feel like I just visited a national park. Kind of, you know, like I know not the grandeur of the nature, but just, I don't know, the spirit of it, the excitement of it, the dual zones going on here and having that border of two countries. And then my little rant, I think it was Chief Seattle who had discussed, or it was Sitting Bull, I'm not sure, I might have to look it up, but he had discussed how barbed wire was a crime against the spirit and Mother Earth because people and animals should not be kept to borders and cages and fences. I feel that way. I really feel that way. And I know you can have all kinds of arguments why you think we should have borders. And I understand to some extent, but I could imagine a world without them. Anyone seeking to enter the United States from Canada must be inspected by the custom officers. Well, you guys, I really enjoyed that time. I hope you enjoyed it too. And stick around. I'm working towards getting back more content going and some shifts in perspective and what's going on with me. I do definitely have several updates. So make sure you turn on your bell notification and subscribe. And again, as always, if you like reading romance and romantic suspense, please check out my books. They are available on Amazon for Kindle and in paperback. Soon, hopefully, they will be in audio. Thanks so much for being here today. See you again soon.